I was only asked the other day, what are the most interesting IoT devices I have seen? Not sure where to start, being involved in so many sectors from payment terminals, vending machines, tracking that includes goods, animal and people, EV charging and healthcare. So many have complex and simple IoT devices. I always like to talk about the connected banana, the application that will let you know when the banana is ready to be picked. But to install an IoT device on every banana is not a viable solution. With that in mind, the industry that I find fascinating is agriculture, or as it's called, agritech. With the increase of operational and personnel cost, saving money is key while delivering the best crop possible. The key areas are just-in-time crop maintenance and harvesting. Years gone by, we all know about the weather station. They record the information and there was the daily trip up into the field to gather the previous day information. IoT came along and they became connected, now monitoring the temperature, humidity, rainfall and wind speed as close to real time was a game changer. This allowed farmers to plan when they wanted water or crop spray their harvest depending on the current and predictive wind speeds. This evolved again to soil and crop monitoring with HD cameras. The soil monitoring allowed the farmers to check the moisture, the fertilization, and to ensure that it remained at the highest quality for the maximum yield of the crop. With the HD cameras and with AI technology, the harvest can be monitored. Here the farmer can see the growth and the harvesting stages result in the ultimate time for when the crop should be harvested. There's always a killer app, the one that the farmers hate, pest threats. Farmers now can monitor these and react as early as possible to avoid a bad harvest. I like to call this predictive maintenance. We've all heard this before. Then to take this to the next stage, the automatic crop pickers. Years ago, farmers would have employed an army of people to harvest, only knowing that most of the crop was ready. Machinery today, again, armed with HD cameras and with the information gathered previously, are now able to cover large areas and only pick the crop that are ready. A good example is grapes, and one of my favourite fruits, strawberries. So picking grapes and strawberries can be over a number of days or weeks, ensure that the crop is at the correct stage for harvesting. As you can see, this sector alone, how IoT has developed agritech into a very efficient industry. Happy to have a more detailed conversation with you on this, or any other IoT project that you have. Maybe you are thinking of having a connected banana. Find me on LinkedIn, drop me a message. Thanks for listening, and remember, IoT starts and ends with the device.